I think you undersold that. So, my name is Feliciano Vera, and I'm a real estate developer. It's somewhat confessional. So, for those of you who don't know what real estate developers do, you'll get a little bit of an idea of what we do. So, flash back to 2003, and think about a snot-nosed kid from South Phoenix, moves to downtown Phoenix, and has this crazy idea. What if we build an environment that people can walk in, an environment that people can take the bus to, take the train to, and not really think twice about it? You know, something like Boston, San Francisco, New York. Well, I had this crazy idea. And so one night before an exhibition soccer match between Mexico and Colombia at what was then Bank One Ballpark, I asked my friends gathered in an apartment to look across the street from where I lived. And, and I asked them, what should that be? What do you think this could be? It's like, no, it should be condominiums. It should be something grand. It should be something neat. So that's how the idea for Portland Place condominiums was built. It was a drunken conversation before a soccer match. And that's actually how most real estate developments occur. Drunken conversations. So, having said that, Portland Place, and as most developments occur, take a long time. They take a long time and a tremendous amount of patience. We started working on that project in 2003. We didn't get to the point where we could actually put a spade into the ground until the fall of 2005. And at this point in time, I'm traveling. I'm working on a couple of different projects as well, and I'm in Boston. I'm in the Back Bay. I'm having dinner with some colleagues of mine, and one gentleman happened to be an investment manager who was working in my industry, and he said, we're not investing in condominiums anymore. We're just not. If you're not in the ground, if you don't have plans done, then we're not going to fund you. So that was the first warning. This was October 2005. So we continue to move forward. We're building the first phase of what would be this grand project in downtown Phoenix, the very first transit-oriented development in the city of Phoenix, by the way. And so we're building and we're building and we're building. And in the spring of 2007, I'm having another conversation with another financial guy. And he says, hey, we need to think about the R word. I'm like, what R word? Recession. And so I'm thinking, no, I'm really not thinking about that. Because this whole time, I am just living it up. Tuesday afternoon, I'm going to go have dinner at Durant's. Wednesday for lunch, I'm going to go have sushi. Just, enjoying life. Spending money like there was no tomorrow. And so, July 2007 rolls around, the day of reckoning. We are scheduled to deliver the first phase of this condominium project, and we do that. In the same month, the mortgage markets collapse. The mortgage markets collapse, and we lose 13 out of 54 buyers. Oh crap! How are we going to do this? We got to keep moving forward. We got to keep moving forward. We got to keep moving forward. We find new buyers. But this whole time, I'm working on the second phase of this project. I'm working on a couple of other projects. We have this crazy idea. You know what? We're building this light rail system. We're going to transform the city. We're going to transform it into this walkable urban environment that has never existed before. And so we hold fast to this idea. We keep going. The market continues to crumble. It continues to crumble. And so finally, we get into the fall 2007. We're looking at the precipice. We decide, you know what? We're 90 days away from actually moving forward with our second phase. We're going to pull the plug. And so instantaneously, my income drops. It goes to 1/10 of what it was, and then it disappears altogether. And so I'm scratching myself, and I'm thinking, wait a second, how am I going to survive? And so I start selling things left and right. I sell one car. I sell two cars. I sell everything that I've got. Pawn a couple of cameras, and next thing I know, I'm like, oh, wait, how am I going to just keep going? So we continue to move forward. Bear Stearns collapses. Lehman collapses. It just gets worse. It gets worse. It gets worse. 6 months go by. 24 months go by. I'm not getting paid. There's no money coming out of this. And the personal consequences are just absolutely devastating. I'm in a relationship, dating a perfectly lovely young woman. Ask her parents their blessing to get married, and tell them, we'll just wait until the economy, picks up. Never picks up. She says, you know what? Peace out. I'm out of here. It's done. So this keeps going. But then eventually I figure, all right, I got to figure out how to survive. So, we're doing consulting work, doing fee work, and, what else do I need to do? I borrow money from mom and dad, downsize once, downsize twice. Eventually I'm living in a box. And then I'm like, this has just got to stop. We got to figure this out. And so here we are today, trying to figure out what the next step is, trying to figure out how we build the city. And so, are we going to build a grocery store downtown? Are we going to continue to fill in these vacant lots? Maybe. You just got to keep trying.